All right, welcome back to our Tri State Training Day podcast. Stan Smith is with me, a young gunner who's just relentless. FFL, the Wolf Pack, come join the hunt is their slogan. I believe in it. I've watched this guy since he started with us not too long ago, and he's just been crushing it ever since, coming off their best month ever and producing at a high rate. Got multitude of sales guys coming on with him, and they're exploding on a virtual platform. Stan, it's an honor and a privilege to have you on today, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm blessed to be alive and just happy to be a part of this organization where I can grow like we have been able to, and excited for the future.
That's fantastic, man. You got obviously a lot of things moving with your personal production. You're over 100 families helped throughout the year, and now you have a team of men and women that are coming behind you doing the exact same thing. Talk to us a little bit about the journey throughout 2024, some of the things you've navigated to try to get this thing where it is today with momentum. You're coming off your best month in March that has you guys over 140 families, but you're also projecting to do over 200 families in April. So talk to us a little bit about some of the systems, the processes, the learning things that you've kind of fed off of to position your
Yeah, I
group to
mean,
kill.
we talk about it every time, right? And we talk about it when I hop on the podcast is not only my energy, getting people fired up and whatnot, but that goes directly to those guys as well. You talk about we can do all the training in the world, we can have the best leads in the world, we can make the most dials ever, but if we don't get on the phone and have energy, we're not making sales. So that is the number one thing we're preaching day in and day out with these guys. We come in, get excited to be here, get excited to be on the phone, get excited to help protect families and get paid well to do it. And we get in here, banging those phones all day, and then we just add to it. We get a new guy coming in. The new guy's coming into a place where no one's making money. He's not going to stay long. So we got guys in here making a lot of money. It helps a lot when we're bringing in new recruits and just building and building and building on top of it, right? Back in 2023, main focus was produce, 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 produce. And I was trying to grow while producing, and I was putting up 40 to 50 families a month. Now I've kind of slowed down on that. I'm doing 25 to 30, but my team's IP has doubled, right? Coming out of 2023, we were doing around 70 to 80 a month, protecting families, 70 to 80 families a month. But I was like 45, 50 of those every single month. Now, like you said, coming out of March, we just did over 140, and I think I was only 32 of those. So
Hmm.
just love seeing that. I
Hmm.
got three guys in particular who came to me in December, and I kid you not, 30 grand in debt between the three of them on credit cards and things like that. They were trying to wholesale real estate, wasn't working out with them. They're 19 years old, came to me 30 grand in debt. First month, they were terrible. They did like 2, 3 families a piece.
Hmm.
And then fast forward 3 months later, all of them just did over 30 families. So
Wow.
that was amazing to see. Like we literally just created three 19-year-old Hall of Fame producers
Huh?
in a span of 2 months. And the only thing we changed was their belief in themselves, the confidence that they hold, and the energy when they get on the phone. Obviously, they got a little more comfortable on the phones with skill sets as well, but the main thing is the belief.
That's amazing. Let's walk through number one, your recruiting program. Like, what are you doing to find people and bring them in?
Still obviously targeting the youth, looking for those 19, 20-year-olds that can really have longevity inside of this business. I'm not trying to work with people that are going to give me 10 families a month. I'm not trying to work with people that want to work part-time. So I want to find those young, hungry dudes that are looking to really change their lives and, potentially build that business inside of it as well. All through social media, a lot of Instagram, and honestly, a lot of Snapchat. A lot of people use Snapchat to text their friends and figure out where they're going to go make the next bad decision. I use Snapchat to post all my sales and find the people that are looking for money. I don't, every now and then I'll use it to text a girl, but besides that, Snapchat is strictly for business for me. So a lot of that. And then when I get on recruiting calls, I don't with people. I'm not getting on, hey, here's how this works, here's compensation, here's our job, here's what you could do. Like, hey, what do you do now? How much a month do you make? How much a month do you want to make? This is what you got to do to make that. Are you happy? Well, my parents think that I don't know. I should think this through, blah, blah, blah. Are your parents where you want to be? No. How much your parents make? Okay, well, I made more than them last year. Let's have a conversation. In here. Like, I'm not wasting my time with people. Because if you're scared, you're gonna be scared your whole life. I'm not gonna change that. I'm looking for the people that are ready to take some risk and change their lives.
Wow. Love the confidence. Man, I mean, you got guys that are probably willing to run through a brick wall because I'm feeling that energy right now where I can get out of this chair and run through something. That's strong. And
It was
so,
funny, we had a barber in here the other day. I had a barber pull up to the office. I called it cuts for closers. I got all my guys that were closing deals, some haircuts, cutting them out of the office. And the barber was like, "It's crazy. Like those guys just move at the snap of a finger when you tell them to move." And I was like, "I mean, dude, I'm making them a tremendous amount of money, and they know they've seen it." So I was doing it virtually from Texas, Friday or not Friday, January and February, and our production was low. And the second I touched down into February to do it local to train the 20 guys I got out of the office, I mean, we grew overnight, and the energy has just exploded. So
that makes a lot of sense. What are you doing to onboard these guys? How are you creating this belief tank and getting people to stay in the fight?
Uh, I try to get them super excited on the phone and get them to knock out their course and the licensing within like a week. And I don't want them around the business at all, really, until they're actually licensed or until they're at a point where we can actually get them on the phone. I don't want them to come into the office and see us have a bad day or come in the office and work on their course for a week and see what could be potentially a slower day or something like that. The first day they're in the office, I am instantly putting them on the phone and we're trying to get them a deal. And if they don't, they're coming back the next day and getting one. So it's kind of like a non-negotiable. I want to keep them as far away from the office as I can until they're actually ready to sell. Because if they're not ready to sell, they're going to be wasting a lot of time and energy being in here. And that's, unpredictable. It's like when you're on the phone with a client. The more you talk, the more options you give them and things like that, the more times you set an appointment, the less likely you are going to be to close it. The second I get on the phone with that client for the first time, I want that one call closed. I want to be on and off the phone with them in 30 minutes, routing an account number, family protected. Same concept with the recruits. They get in here, stay away. First time you come in here, let's close a deal. And then you don't have to build a belief when it's like that. It's real. You
Right.
get someone paid on their first day here, it's real.
Right. It's real. Now, in a virtual world where, people, make the inference that they want to work from home, but you got them all working
No,
from the office. Explain how you're getting that, eradicating that
you want to work from
objectivity.
home, you just won't get my attention. And if you're not getting my attention, you're probably not going to make money. So I don't do that. Don't come to me working from home. I mean, dude, I'm doing everything I can to take care of my guys. I'm going in with real estate investors, people that buy and flip houses. So I'm beginning of May, I have two houses that I don't own, but I went in with an investor on that altogether is going to have 11 bedrooms. So when you're virtual or you're too far away from the office, no, you're not. I have a house that you don't have to get approved for. Your rent's going to be very minimal, fully furnished, ready to go. No excuses. You want this? Go live in the house and then let's talk. And then you can be in the office every single day. So I don't do the virtual thing. I don't do that. I want to work from home deal. I don't do the part-time deal. I don't deal with it.
I love it, dude. The energy is amazing. Always though. Stan, when you get on, like I know I could literally talk to you, you know, once a month, every 3 months, once a quarter, and just be inspired. Because, and this is from the time I met you, this is just infectious about you. You from the time you was telling me the story about recruiting in the gym and just kind of pounding it, and I just like, this guy is just going to be successful. Now, again, seeing what you've done in a very short period of time is insane, and I know it's only going up from here. Your belief level is through the roof, and you emote energy that people almost have to have. You know, not everyone can go everywhere and get the energy that you have, that you're giving them. So I agree with you. They should be in the office
But that's
because
because 90% of the people you speak to, Mark, or 90% of the people you run across in life, they're going to base their energy off of other people. They're going to try to find their energy from other sources. It's never going to work. Like, if you want to make things happen, you have to bring the energy. You have to set the tone. Because if I walk into a room and 9 out of the 10 people are going to want to absorb energy, I can't be one of those people because I'm going to be the one that provides it. I'm going to be the 1 out of the 10 that gives it, and it's going to set the tone for the other 9. And I promise you, I don't like doing it. Dude, it's tiring. It's annoying. The spotlight's always on you. If your energy's off, the team sucks. Like if I come in here and I'm not excited, my guys aren't excited. If I come in here and I'm not ready to produce, my guys don't produce. So it sucks because the ball is 100% in my court and I have to be ready to hoop every day. And some days I just don't want to, but I have to. So, I mean, that's really the main difference. Like I'm dead tired. I was telling the guys right before this, I was like, dude, I forgot I had this podcast. I just got the text reminder. Shoot, I did not get much sleep last night. This is going to suck. But camera's on. Let's get it going. I got to bring the energy. Let's get people excited. Let's get people motivated.
That is a key component to leadership, what you just said. 9 out of 10 people are wanting to absorb energy. They're wanting to, whatever the energy is getting off, that's what I'm going to be today. I see it every day. I see it all day, every day. Then there's 1 out of 10, or even a smaller amount, that's going to literally create the atmosphere and won't allow for negativity to run the day, won't allow for things that aren't prosperous to run the day, won't let thoughts that are trying to come in, steal, kill, destroy, stay around. And that's what you're creating in that office. And so whether the guys know it or not, they need you. And so until we can duplicate that energy into another small percentage of the people in that room, it's going to keep becoming something that they're going to need you for. And so what are you doing to transfer that energy and that positive, or that positive self-talk, that ability to ball when the lights are on, to some of your guys, your up-and-coming leaders, so it'll be a brigade of y'all, not just you?
Be 100% honest with you, Mark, that's been one of my biggest struggles. Trying to find what I'm looking for in another leader and help them become what we need for the team. It's been one of my biggest struggles. I got 2 or 3 guys right now that I'm constantly working with, trying to build them up into leaders, and I just throw them in the fire. Like, I'll put them on the spot. Hey, we're doing a training from 1 to 2. Everybody in the room is like, okay, Stanley's going to host the training, right? And then I'll walk in at 12:59 and say, hey, Alex is running this training. And he'll look at me like, what? I didn't know I was doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, step up. Let's see it. Because if I would have told him he was going to do it, he would have gave me 100 excuses. He wouldn't have done it, whatever. Just throw him in the fire. And eventually, they're going to get used to the heat. They're going to like it. No one likes being cold.
No doubt.
Just it's but yeah, I mean, to be blunt, that's something that is very, very hard.
Okay.
Is building, 1, becoming a leader, extremely difficult.
Mm-hmm.
2, teaching other people how to lead, that might be one of the most difficult things.
Right.
Once you figure that out, though, I mean, me and you won't be having the conversation about me doing 100,000. We'll be having a conversation about doing 100 million, or whatever the case may be.
That's facts. Now, let me ask you a question, because you're raising this as a point, or maybe a bone of contention, something you're growing into, trying to figure out. When you think about creating leaders, you say, I'm looking for people that have what it takes. What exactly are you looking for when you're looking to help someone develop? Like, before you go, I think this guy can come along for the ride. What is it that you're looking for?
First thing I'm looking for is, where's your intention at? Do you have good intentions? Do you want to help other people? If you don't want to help other people, if you get on the phone and you're not doing right by almost every client you speak to, well, then right away I know, hey, your intentions might not necessarily be to help people. And that translates same thing to agents. If you're not getting on the phone with the intention of helping clients, why are you going to come into the office with the intention of helping agents? That doesn't make sense. Instantly, that's not a leader for me. Take that guy out of the picture. Right? And it sucks because a lot of those guys might be the ones that could have been decent leaders, but you can't have that around. So are they looking to do right by people? That's number 1. If the answer is yes, that's my biggest check mark right there. That's the number 1 thing I care about. Second of all, what's that smile look like? You got $1 million smile. Can you market that face? Let's figure that out. And then, can you bring energy and just be confident? You got to believe in what you're preaching. If you don't, then the people you're preaching it to aren't going to believe in it either. So those three things. I'm not looking for you to be good at sales. I don't. Could care less one way or another. I'll teach you that. I'm not looking for you to be the smartest tool in the shed or sharpest tool in the shed, whatever that saying is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we can put you on a grinder and sharpen you up. So those aren't the things I'm looking for. I don't care about your skills. I care about your mind. Do you have the right intentions? Do you have the right outlay? And are you looking to do the right thing for people? Everything else we can teach you. We can train you to do. I can teach you to sell. I can teach you whatever. I can help you become more confident. But it is your number one goal to help people and see other people succeed. If that's the case, you're set out to be a leader already. You're on the right track.
No doubt. I'm gonna give you some criteria that I think will enforce some of the things you're saying. I think I want you to look at it a tad bit differently. But I think of some of the ingredients you just gave me are gonna be wrapped into what I'm gonna give you. And so there's three things that I'm looking for when I'm looking for someone that I want to pour into. And you'll see how some of these dovetail into what you just said. But number one is work ethic. Let me do it this way. Number one is gratitude. I'm looking for gratitude. I'm looking for someone who's appreciative, someone who's, excitable, someone who constantly sees the good in the work, let's just say that Stan's doing, right? I'm appreciative for this office stand. I'm appreciative for this desk. I'm appreciative for this chair. I'm appreciative for any leads you've given me, all the knowledge, the training, the tutelage. I'm out of my mind. That man or woman in your deal has good intentions. Does that make sense? They have good intentions. They probably have a smile. But let's start at gratitude, okay? The number two thing I'm looking for is work ethic. I'm looking for someone that's willing to work. Because I know, and number three for you was energy and confidence. Dude, work ethic brings confidence. Work ethic is energy. And so it's the repetitions that bring confidence, right? It's the repetitions that if you're willing to work, bro, you're going to steamroll anything that we have, because our deal is just how many times did you repeat this thing till you grew confident enough in it that you know it. And once you know it, the client, it feeds off that and your closing ratio goes up. Yes or no?
Correct, 100%.
100%. Number three, I'm looking for, Stan, and when I look at you, and how old are you again? 21, 20?
Just turned 21, yeah.
21. I mean, like when I talked to you first, you might have been 19, okay? Dude, I'm looking for business intelligence, business acumen. You don't have to be 55 to have business acumen. You had it the first time we spoke on the phone, right? So I don't need you to be, Mark Zuckerberg. I need you to have some concepts around business and like what you want to do with business, and like just understanding some small stuff like urgency and time deadlines and, whatever, right? And so I don't need a rocket scientist in business. I'm not looking for the mindset of a COO. I'm just looking for someone who has some tools around business. Now, let me break it down for you this way. If I get two out of the three, I'm going to explain it to you this way, because I see you getting 2 out of the 3 a lot based on our conversation. But I'm going to give it to you this way. If I get work ethic and I get gratitude, right? Then I have, this is what I see you getting a lot, work ethic and gratitude. If I get gratitude and business intelligence, no work ethic, I have someone who's appreciative, someone who's smart, but every time we go to put something in process, they're not going to put the elbow grease behind it to drive the thing. If I get work ethic and business intelligence, no gratitude, I have someone who's smart, someone who's willing to grind. This person is going to throw me under a bus.
Stab me in the back.
Not the first chance, but when it's juicy enough, our relationship is a ghost. Okay? When it's juicy enough, our relationship is ghost. And then this is what you're getting. You're getting gratitude and work ethic. Right? you're not getting the business intelligence. And so I want you to start looking for that, right? And when you get all three, gratitude, appreciative, work ethic, gonna put the work in, business intelligence, it's over. You're not gonna find it. This is just like mining for diamonds. You're not gonna find, and they're not gonna start walking through your door. But in order for you to
Yeah.
build a big business, you're gonna have a few players like this in your time doing this that are gonna lock arms with you, and they're gonna be appreciative. They're gonna have the work ethic, and they're gonna be business smart, and they're gonna help drive your deal to different levels. There won't be a lot you're gonna do. You're gonna appreciate them. You're gonna just shower them with recognition and praise. You're gonna look out for them. But dude, they're coming with the package. Does that make sense? And when they come with that
Yeah.
package, Stan, it's like when you came in. Ha! You understand now? Let me put this like you came in with gratitude, work ethic, and business intelligence. It wasn't hard to figure out, like, I gotta work with this guy. So Rob moved heaven and earth. Yes or no? He moved heaven and
Yeah.
earth to work with you because it made sense. And now look what you're doing. But he doesn't need to work hand in hand with you forever. Matter of fact, go to Chicago, build it, bro. You've learned enough from me to now go build it. And now look what you're doing. You're excelling. But you're these three things, bro. Does that make sense?
100%.
This has stayed tried and true my entire career, especially in insurance. And so you can take this podcast, as can anyone else listening, and you can look at these three things, brother, and start equipping, because you're only 21. The amount of guys you're going to run into, and again, they're not all direct. Some of them are in your deal. Some of them are in depth. Doesn't matter. The sharpest ones that have those three things, to the moon. Find them and freaking love on them, because they're going to be the ones that shape your deal. You probably ran into enough dudes with gratitude and business intelligence, no work ethic. You probably ran into some dudes that have work ethic and business intelligence, no gratitude. And you're running into the guys you're working with right now, probably gratitude and work ethic, no business intelligence. Doesn't mean they're bad dudes. Matter of fact, those men and women, gratitude and work ethic, no business intelligence, are your projects. Those are the people you want to work with. You want to create business intelligence in them over time, but business intelligence takes repetition. Some of it's genes, some of it's that, my mother or father was an entrepreneur, whatever, but you want to create business intelligence inside of them by working with them. Those guys are willing to work with you. They have the work ethic. They have the gratitude. They're like, Stan, what do I do next? Stan, what do I do? They're fired up. Over enough time, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 2 years, they start growing into something because they had gratitude. They had the work ethic. You were teaching them the business intelligence. And all of a sudden, those guys become some of your soldiers too. So 2 people you want to load up on, gratitude and work ethic, which you can create the business intelligence with enough reps of seeing a lot, and the trifecta you want to move heaven and earth on. Does that make sense?
How quickly do you run away from the work ethic and business intelligence,
Quick.
but no gratitude?
Quick. But in my mind,
Quick.
they're going to help build my business. I'm not firing them.
Yeah.
I'm actually fanning their flames enough for them to get this thing, because they're going to build it. I don't want them not to build it. I just know that the moment I try to lock arms, it's going to become worse than it's going to get better. So I identify those people early. I want to fan those flames. They're going to build. They're not necessarily doing something unscrupulous. They're not necessarily, looking to, rip you off. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about partnership. They can build it. They're smart. They work. They're just never gonna. You'll never be a reason why. You'll never be someone that helped them. No matter what you do, that guy never helped me. You could have freaking given them your left arm. Stan never helped me. And so I know that early. I'm good. I don't need that. I don't even need that recognition or praise. I just know that, hey, I like this man or woman because of what they bring to the table. They're still in my organization. I'm not rooting against them. I'm just not. I already know the outcome, and so I don't tend to put a lot of energy and time in things that I don't think will have fruit. Like I'm looking for relationships, man. It's a relationship business. I'm looking for long impacting, and you'll find those because there's enough men and women like you out there. Make sense?
Yeah, it does.
So you're gonna kill it as always. But I want to hear from you. You know, you got a crew of people that are coming on strong. What would you say to them? What would you say to someone that is looking to explode in the fashion that you are, that can ignite a fire?
More than anything, man, ties back to the one word, belief. I posted this quote on Instagram. I walked in the room and I had three guys sitting around doing nothing, and they were like, "Stanley, drop some knowledge on us." And I just reached in my back pocket and pulled something out, and I said, "Listen, a lot of things that you guys need to work on is you say you want to do something and you start to do it, but you question it 24/7. I need you guys to think before you move, but once you move, do it without thought." And what I
That's
mean by
deadly,
that is,
bro.
right? What I mean by that, Mark, is Mark, we sat down. Stanley, you want to get into the insurance business? Do you think it could it help you out? Is there a positive to it? Yes. Is there a negative to it? Not really. If it didn't work out, are you going to be okay? Yes. Okay. But if it does work out, are you going to be great? Yeah. So it sounds like something we should try, right? Perfect. We've thought it through. Now let's make our move. Get into the insurance industry. Boom, I do that. Now I'm in it. I can't question, was this the right decision? I can't question, am I doing it right? I can't question, maybe I should be doing something else. I have to take the thought out of it. I just have to move with action every single day. I believe in it. Hey, it might not work out today. It might not work out tomorrow. It might even work out today, but then not work out again tomorrow. But in the long run, it's going to work out. Work every day towards it. Do it without thought. Wake up and kill and execute. Do what you think is right 24/7. And don't think about whether you could have done it better. Don't think about whether you made the right decision or not. Just keep moving forward and keep working every single day. And I promise you it's going to work out. Because at the end of the day, you have the talent to create whatever you vision. So if you're visioning other things that aren't inside of this industry, if you're visioning whether you're doing it right or not, that's what your head's going to see. But if you're telling yourself every day when you wake up and you're seeing that this is the path for you, this is what you want to do, and that you are going to make it happen, it is going to work. So it's that simple. Eliminate all outside factors. There's 30 companies you could go within the industry. There's 30 other industries that you could get into. Hey, when all the things came together, you chose this company and this industry. Don't think about anything else. Just become the fucking best at this. Do nothing else. And then when you're ready to move again or whatever, think that through and do it without thought. Don't come back. Don't teeter-totter the line. Move. And it's that simple, and you're going to make it somewhere in life. And that's what I tell the guys. It's like, dude, I got some guys that just tried to go in on a crypto play. They lost their butt. They lost all their money. And I told them, I was like, guys, like, then what? Let's say you spend 1,000 and make 20,000 in crypto. Then what? You still have to wake up tomorrow and continue to work at this. It's not worth the mental space. Like, you guys were distracted for 3 weeks dealing with that. There is quicker money. There's other money and other things. This is a long-term play. This is going to set you up for the rest of your life. Like, don't think about anything else. Don't worry about anything else. Don't do anything else. Just make this happen. Once you've made this happen, once you can get this thing moving at 100% without giving it 100% of your effort, then look at other things. I won't care anymore. But until you can have this functioning at full capacity without you giving it all of your time and energy, don't do anything else. And it's that simple. And there's no way it doesn't work out. I'm a creator. The people I work with are creators. If you're a creator and you're focused on creating, there's no way that it doesn't happen. There's no world where it doesn't work out.
Dude, you are a beast, bro. I could talk to you all day long, man. You pump me up, man. You just put you're designed to put batteries in people's backs, you know. So I appreciate you more than you know, Stan, and keep doing what you're doing, man. You're at the beginning of making some serious impact, bro. I mean, you got a lot of what it takes. So, and give me a shout anytime, brother. We're here for you.
My man, I appreciate it. I appreciate you having me on here today too. I love these things.
Stan Smith, let's go. Pack of Wolves. Let's get it, baby. Keep doing your thing, and please keep inspiring us, Stan. Keep inspiring us to do great things. the people around you, you're going to find those guys. You're going to find those people. And you're going to find those people that want to do it like you want to do it. And that'll create a 3, 4, 5x from where you are today. I promise you it'll happen this year too, man. Keep laying those, keep putting those seeds in the ground, brother.
Heck yeah, man. Let's do
God
it.
bless you.